You can get to Yuki because Yuki was a.
Oh yeah,
Caitlin Clark was there last night to watch Yuki Kawamura.
Yeah, she was there to see Japanese Stockton.
You ever seen a 5'8" guy dominate a basketball game? Well, get ready to have your mind blown. Yuki Kawamura, this little dude from Japan, is absolutely lighting up the court with 20.9 points per game.
I said who he played for. Y'all got it wrong for like 5 guesses.
You did send us that one.
Is he on the Exhibit 10 contract or is that
that's spooky.
Why is
Exhibit 10?
Pretty insane, right? He's teamed up with Kai Sotto, a 7'3" giant who's swatting shots like flies. Together, they're like a real-life David and Goliath, except they're on the same team. This unlikely duo is tearing up the B-League and changing the face of Asian basketball. You won't believe what happens when speed meets size on the court. You know what's mind-boggling? Yuki Kawamura almost quit basketball in high school.
I hated guarding him in the pick and roll because he always set you up like he about to go over and cross over so fast.
Yeah.
And I'll catch up with him.
Can you imagine? This 5'8" kid in Japan was thinking he was too small for the game. That's Yuki for you. But then something wild happened. He started playing like he was 6'5". I'm talking about breaking ankles, sinking threes, and dishing out assists like candy. It's like someone flipped a switch, and suddenly this short guy was dominating the court. In the B-League, he's putting up numbers that make tall guys look silly. You're probably thinking, how's he doing this? Well, it's all about speed and smarts. Yuki's not just fast, he's like a human bullet train on the court. He zips past defenders before they even know what hit them. And his basketball IQ? Off the charts. He sees plays developing before anyone else, finding teammates for easy buckets or creating his own shot. Here's the thing, Yuki's averaging 20.9 points and 8.1 assists per game. That's not just good. That's insane for a guy his size. He's not just keeping up with the big boys, he's making them look like they're standing still. Yuki's not doing this against some low-level competition. He's lighting up the B-League, Japan's top professional basketball league. We're talking about a league with former NBA players and top international talent. And this 5'8" guy is running circles around them. But Yuki's story? It's only half of this crazy duo. Let me tell you about the giant he's teamed up with. Picture this. While Yuki's darting around like a hummingbird, there's a 7.3 tower standing next to him, ready to swat shots into next week. That's Kai Sotto, and together, these two are rewriting the basketball playbook. Alright, let's talk about Kai Sotto. This guy's so tall, he probably has to limbo under doorframe. At 7'3", Kai's not just tall, he's practically a walking skyscraper. You'd think a guy that size would move like a rusty robot, right? Nope, not Kai. This dude glides across the court like he's on skates. It's wild to watch. Most guys his size look like they're running through mud, but Kai, he's out there making it look easy. It's like someone took a normal-sized player and hit the liquid stretch button in Photoshop. Now, let's get to the good stuff. In the paint, Kai's not just blocking shots, he's sending them into orbit. Imagine trying to score on this guy. You think you've got an open layup, and suddenly this giant hand comes out of nowhere and swats your ball into next week. And that's not even the craziest part. You ready for this? Kai's got a three-point shot. Yeah, you heard me right. A 7'3" guy who can drain threes. It's like finding out Godzilla can do ballet. Most big men are stuck under the basket. But Kai? He's out there stretching defenses like silly putty. Want to know how good this guy is? In his debut with Yokohama, Kai put up 4 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Sounds okay, right? Well, get this, he did all that in just 12 minutes. That's efficiency on steroids right there. Now, here's where things get interesting. Imagine taking this giant with the soft touch and pairing him with Yuki, our speed demon point guard. It's like mixing oil and water. Except in this case, it works. You've got Yuki zipping around like a caffeinated squirrel, and then there's Kai, towering over everyone like a redwood among saplings. Think about trying to defend against that. Do you focus on stopping the little guy who's breaking ankles left and right? Or do you try to contain the giant who can score from anywhere on the court? It's a nightmare for opposing teams, but for basketball fans, it's pure magic. This unlikely duo is about to turn the B-League upside down, and I can't wait to see what happens next. You ever seen a grasshopper team up with a giraffe? That's basically what watching Yuki and Kai play together is like. These two couldn't be more different if they tried, but on the court, they're like, I don't know, nori to my sushi or something like that. It just works. Picture this, Yuki's zipping around the court like he's got rockets in his shoes, and Kai's just standing there, towering over everyone like a human skyscraper. It's wild to watch. The defenders, they look like they're playing the world's most confusing game of whack-a-mole. Here's the thing, if they try to guard Yuki, Kai's suddenly wide open for an alley-oop that's basically unblockable. I mean, who's gonna stop a 7-3 guy from dunking? But if they double-team Kai, Yuki's got all the space in the world to sink a 3. It's like trying to plug holes in a sinking ship. As soon as you've got one covered, another one pops up. You want to see how crazy this duo can be? Check out their game against the San and Neo Phoenix. Kai went off like a fireworks on the 4th of July, scoring 23 points and grabbing 10 rebounds. That's a double-double, folks. And Yuki? He was dishing out assists like a waiter at the busiest restaurant in town during rush hour. It was insane to watch. But here's the real kicker. Their pick-and-roll game. It's becoming so unstoppable. It's like they invented a new sport. Opponents are scratching their heads, probably wondering if it's even legal for two guys to play this well together. 1 minute Yuki's driving, the next he's tossing it up for Kai to slam home. It's basketball ballet, I'm telling you. And get this, it's not just about the stats. These two aren't just winning games, they're changing how basketball is played in Asia. They're showing that size doesn't matter if you've got skills, and that teamwork can overcome any obstacle. It's like watching a basketball revolution in real time. So next time you're thinking about catching a B-League game, keep an eye out for Yuki and Kai. Trust me, you won't be able to look away. These guys aren't just playing basketball. They're rewriting the playbook one game at a time. You know what's cooler than dominating on the court? Inspiring an entire continent. That's exactly what Yuki and Kai are doing right now. These guys aren't just playing basketball. They're carrying the hopes and dreams of millions on their shoulders. Think about it. Yuki's not just out there breaking ankles for himself. He's got all of Japan watching, cheering, and dreaming. Every time he sinks a 3 or dishes out an assist, you can almost hear a whole nation go wild. It's like he's single-handedly putting Japanese basketball on the map. And Kai? Man, this guy's got 100 million Filipinos glued to their screens every time he steps on the court. It's crazy. Imagine having an entire country holding its breath every time you go for a dunk. That's Kai's reality. He's not just playing, he's carrying the pride of the Philippines with every block and rebound. Folks, here's the real game changer. These guys are showing kids all over Asia they can dream big in basketball. You don't have to be from the US or Europe to make it big. Yuki's out there proving that heart beats height any day of the week. And Kai? He's showing that big men can be skilled, not just tall. I'd say they're rewriting the basketball rulebook for Asian players. These two aren't just athletes, they're straight up role models. They're changing how people see Asian players in basketball. It's not just about being good for an Asian player anymore, it's about being good, period. End of story. You want to know how big this is? Yuki's journey to the NBA with the Memphis Grizzlies is opening a massive door for Asian players everywhere. He's saying, hey, if I can do it, you can too. That's huge, man. It's not just about one player making it, it's about showing a whole generation that it's possible. And the most exciting part? This is just the beginning. Yuki and Kai are young, they're hungry, and they're only getting better. Who knows what they'll achieve in the next few years? They could completely change the face of international basketball. Let me tell you, I can't wait to see it happen. These guys are writing their own legend, and we're all lucky enough to watch it unfold. Thanks for watching till the end, sports fans. Please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to get our latest videos. Now, let's go!